Alright, so in chapter 10 we're going to be looking at probability and statistics. So 10.1 starts with, we're going to be looking at the measures of center. I know you guys should already be familiar with these, but we're going to go through kind of a review for you guys a little bit and make sure we're all feeling good with the measures of center. So the three measures of center are mean, median, and mode. So our mean. To find our mean, we just add up all numbers given and divide by the amount of numbers. Okay, so it's just a quick summary, just a little refresher for you guys to remember how to find mean. For the median, to find the median, we're going to list our numbers from least to greatest. And then find the middle number. Or the mean of the middle numbers. Okay, this is a case where we don't have one specific middle number. We have two middle numbers. We're going to look at an example of that just so you guys understand that. So that's kind of a special case, but we'll look at an example. And then our mode. Our mode is the number or numbers that occur most often. All right. So these are our three measures of center, and just a quick synopsis of what each one is and how we find it. We're going to look at some examples here. The mean, median, mode are called our measures of center because they're statistics that describe the center of a set of data. Okay, so let's look at some examples. So the heights of some of the medians in Grew's lab are 62, 48, 37, 45, 50, 65, 48, 54, 48, 52, 40, and 51 inches tall. We want to find the mean, median, and mode of the data. Okay, to find our mean, I'm not going to write out every single number here. To find our mean, all you have to do is take your calculator, add up all of those numbers, and you then, whatever your sum is, you divide that by the amount of numbers given. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 12 numbers. So when you add up those numbers, you're going to divide by 12, and we would get a mean of 50. Okay, for our median. To find our median, we have to list our numbers from least to greatest. Okay, so I'm going to start by listing my numbers from least to greatest. And as I'm doing so, I'm going to cross them off from up top so I know I used it. It's finished, just to make sure I'm using all my numbers. So 37, 40, 45, 48, 48. There's 3 of these 48s, I notice. So make sure I cross off all 3. 50. 51. 52. 54. Make sure we're crossing them off. And our last one, last 2, we'll go down here just below, and we have 62 and 65. Okay, so I crossed off all my numbers. I know I used all of my numbers. Now, to find the median, I want the middle number of this entire set. A way to do this is start on the opposite ends of our set and start crossing off the same amount of numbers. So I have 37, I can cross off 40, 50. I'll start by crossing off 65, 62, 54. Cross off 2 more here, 2 more here. Okay, so notice, I can't cross off anymore because if I cross off 1 more from each side, I'm left with no median. So to find my median here, I have 2 numbers that are in the middle. All I have to do is add them up. So I have 48 plus 50 and divide by 2. Make sure we circle those so we know what our 2 middle numbers are. And we get 98 divided by 2, and that is going to give me a median of 49. Okay, now to find my mode, our mode again is our number that occurs the most. And if all we have to do is look at our data set, and I know that 48 occurs 3 times, and that occurs the most, so that is my mode here. Alright, so using mean, median, and mode. Using the mean is most useful when the data has no extreme values. Using the median, it's most useful when the data have extreme values and there are no big gaps in the middle of the data. And then using our mode, the data have many repeated numbers. Okay, so we're going to take that information to solve our next problem. So it says the table shows the high temperatures from the previous week. Which measure of center best represents the data? Justify your selection and then find the measure of center. So using our chart above and looking at our table here, I want to ask myself, for mean, is mean going to be the best measure of center here? Does the data have any or have no extreme values? I notice that there are not any extreme values here, but I don't want to say that the mean right away is my best measure of center. I want to go through my median mode and look at, use the information there and look at my table to see if one of those other 2 might be a better measure of center. So again, we just said there was no extreme values. So if there's no extreme values, I can rule out the median being my best measure of center, because using the median, it's most useful when the data has extreme values. Okay, so the median here is not going to be useful. And mode. If I look at my table here, I notice there aren't any numbers that are repeating. There are no numbers that are occurring more than once, so that tells me my mode would not be the best measure of center. So our mean in this case would be our best measure of center. Now, we want to find our mean. Again, I'm not going to write out all these numbers and add them up on here. You can just use your calculators. So we would add up all those numbers in our table, and you would get 602, and there are 7 numbers there, so we're going to divide it by 7. And that's going to give me a mean of 86. And that would be my mean there. Alright, the table shows the number of sit-ups Pablo had done in 1 minute for the past 7 days. Which measure of center best represents the data here? Again, we're going to use our table here, and when each of these measures of center are most useful to find the answer to our problem here. So we'll start with the mean and see if that's our best measure of center. So if we're looking at our table here, we notice pretty quickly that there is an extreme value here. There is an extreme value of 19. Okay, so we know the mean is most useful when the data has no extreme values. This has an extreme value, so we can rule out the mean being our best measure of center. So let's take a look at the median now. Well, median says it's most useful when the data have extreme values. We just said there is an extreme value here, so that might work. But before we decide and say that the median is our best measure of center, we want to take a look at the mode. The mode is most useful when there are numbers that are repeating or frequently occurring. If we take a look at our table, we notice there aren't any numbers that are repeating in this data set, so I can rule out the mode. So I know that the median is going to be our best measure of center here. Okay, now we want to find the median. So to find the median, I have to list these numbers from least to greatest. So I know the greatest is 19. Again, I'm going to cross them out as I'm using them just so I know. 37. 40, 45, 46, 49, and 50. Okay, and I'm crossing off those numbers again so I know I'm using every single one there, not forgetting any. Okay, now we'll find our median. Our median is our middle number of the set. If you can look at this set here from least to greatest, and you know exactly what your median is without having to cross off numbers from each side, that's totally fine. Do that. This is just a helpful way for you guys to look at it. So I cross off here, here, 2 more from each side. I'll do 1 more from each side. And I'm left with 45 in the middle. So my median here is going to be 45. Okay, and our last problem here. Kevin ran the 100-meter dash in 11.6, 11.8, 12.7, 12.6, 11.9, and 12 seconds. Would he want to use the mean or the median to describe his times? Okay, so in this case, let's start by finding our mean. Okay, so I take all my times up there, I add them up, and I would get and I would get 72.6, 0.9 there, 0.6. I'm going to divide that by the number of times that are up there, which is 6. And that's going to give me a mean of 12.1 seconds. Okay, now I want to find my median. Okay, to do that, I'm going to list my numbers from least to greatest. So I would have 11.6, 11.8, 11.9, 12, 12.6, I'm going to go down here, 12.7. Yeah, I used all my numbers. Now I want to find my median, so I'm going to cross off one here, one here, one here, one here. And notice I can't cross off any more, okay? So these two middle numbers here, to find my median, I'm going to have to add them up and divide by 2. So I have 11.9 plus 12.0 all over 2. And add those up, divide by 2, and we get 11.95 seconds. Okay? Now, the question asks us, would Kevin want to use the mean or the median to describe his times? So Kevin's probably going to want to use our median in this case because our median shows a faster time.